Good morning. How's everyone? Here's the quick energy read for the day. These are timeless, so whenever you find this is the right time for you to find it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. So we'll draw one card for the current energy, 3 clarifiers, and an oracle message. Let's see what the day has in store for us today. Oh, that's too many. Ooh, portal. We did just have an eclipse, and we have just begun the 4-4 portal towards the 5-5 portal. This is an in-between time. Movement between worlds, times, and relationships. We just had Mercury goes direct today, so that is also opening up a good conduit, corridor, whatever you'd like to call it, for energy movement. This is a time for internal guidance, deciding your new path, making plans, avoiding dead ends, and seeing more than what you're coming from. Okay? Now we're going to get 3 clarifiers. Okay. This is like I said, an in-between time. It's called liminal space, and it's neither here nor there. You're no longer the old person, but you're not quite yet a new person. You're not any longer in an old situation, but you haven't exactly transitioned to a new situation. I liken this to the 2 of Wands or the 3 of Wands. It's the idea of there being the opportunity to go forward, but no first step has been made yet. This is the doorway time. So please clarify the portal. What are we looking at today? 3 for clarifiers, please. Okay, we got the Chariot, the 2 of Cups, and what's underneath here? Oh, the 8 of Pentacles on the back side. I do like this. Oh, we've got 4. Darn it. 4. Okay, I'll have to take them. So we've got the Chariot, which is, but it's in the back side. And the Chariot means movement. It means determined movement, taking charge, and the idea that things are speeding up. Events are accelerating, but on the backside, it does remind you that there is no going back. There's no going back through the portal. There's no going back to the old paradigm. Now there has been some kind of clarity. I feel like with Mercury going direct, some communication, information, data, clarity, epiphany, something's going to come forward where once you learn it, once you know it, once you see it and accept it, and it changes you, and there's no going back to what you were the moment before the epiphany. Okay, this also says that to let your intuition guide you and continue forward. Okay, see the Chariot, you see him coming from the front side this way, but what don't see behind him is that once he passes a certain point, that pathway, that roadway falls away. It's no longer there for him to backtrack. So there's an energy here of coming through the portal, and there's no going back after you learn something new. We did have underneath that Devil energy. This is Capricorn energy. The Chariot is Cancer. This is Capricorn energy ruled by Saturn. This is obligation and burden and bondage and a loss of freedom. Wow, somebody is moving on away from this bondage and Obligation. Somebody is moving on towards the idea of freedom, and there is no changing their mind. There is no going back through that portal. That's beautiful. We also have the Two of Cups here. You can trust this choice because signs point to you choosing a good love. This is the front side. It's recognition, love, blessings, connection out in the open. And this reverse side says you can trust this. You can trust this. This is a choice. Gemini energy, also ruled by Mercury. No, I'm sorry. Two of Cups is Cancer energy right here on the what's going on in Cancer? Mars is in Cancer, direct in Cancer. And the moon, I think the moon's going into Leo. We'll be doing the moon reading with Leo placements later on today. Um, so that, yeah, this is something about a choice in love. Moving away from something that was bondage. What's this say? Servitude? What does this say? Yes, servitude, obligation, burden, bondage, loss of freedom, and toil. Something was really difficult about a different situation. On top of that, we've got the Eight of Pentacles on the back side. So this is passing something down to somebody. The Eight of Pentacles on the front side is talking about work and legacy, dedication, refining your skills, taking pride in your interests, and working at something that you want to be good at, that you want to make valuable, and that you want to become lucrative for the future, right? On the reverse, the person is working on things, but they're like um, they're kind of, it almost looks like they're not really there. It's like they're not there yet. Like on this side, you can see they're in the 3D, right? They're solid. But on this side, it's like he's working towards something that hasn't really been fulfilled yet. Because next to him is standing the future, a child. So this is talking about passing down your expertise, teaching somebody, being a mentor, and uh, passing down your legacy. So I feel like aw, there's a few things here that I'm feeling. Somebody's going to feel like finally freed up to pass something down to somebody else because they are leaving a situation, right? I don't know what this is. I hope that resonates. Somebody found out some information, they got in their chariot and they left. They left this devil energy behind, okay? They're not going towards it. These other cards are much too positive to insinuate that he's going towards the bondage, because when the chariot dropped out, the devil was hiding behind it. So to me, it's like he's leaving the situation. I say he because the person in the chariot is supposedly the emperor, but someone is leaving something that was extremely restrictive, that they had at one time entered into with good intentions. So whether this is you or another person, somebody is leaving something that at one time they had entered into with good intentions, and there's no going back now because they learned something, found something out, or were enlightened to something where they finally felt free enough to move on. They're choosing a Two of Cups because it's going to give them the opportunity to pass down some kind of expertise. I believe it could be an inheritance, it could be love, it could be I heard I have an opportunity to work for or work with somebody else that is going to I'm going to be able to mentor them. This may be somebody who has a child. If this is a love situation, because we do have the Two of Cups and we do have the lovers sort of represented in the Devil card, going into a connection with good intentions, but then life kind of fucked it up, you know? So then their chariot energy dragging them towards a fresh new Two of Cups that they can trust. The signs point to good love. This is something that they can invest in for the future. I love that. Like I said, someone, you, them, I can't tell which character you all individually play, if you're involved, an observer, or cross-watcher. But there's the energy here of moving on from a toxic situation into something brand new and pure, something that is going to be very, very good for the future, and something that you'll be able to actually leave your investment in and trust that it's going to be taken care of. So let's get one oracle message for the day. One oracle message for the collective, please. Nope, that's too many. There we go. Wise one. Okay. I kind of have my issues with this card because it's very like boomer energy. But let's see what she has to say today. The wise one. Okay. Grow within your current situation. See, that's the problem I have with it. And she usually does come out when there's the opportunity to move on to something better. But maybe this is for the future. Once you get to this situation, then grow within it. It says knuckle down, be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. Oh, maybe that's what that Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is, because it is talking about a mentor. Maybe whoever this is resonating for, you become the child in this mentorship kind of relationship. I'm not saying that that's the Two of Cups. Let's see. The wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. Do you see why I don't like this card? It's kind of judgy. When this card appears, you're being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. They're telling me that that younger generation lacking commitment and reliability is here in that Eight of Pentacles with that child right there. So this is the idea of you being the wise one and passing something down to somebody not yet fulfilled, because these pentacles are just in the imagination. They're in the future. So you're being the mentor. You're guiding someone. You are actually going to be teaching somebody these qualities of commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you're being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You're being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability, and that is not who you were born to be. So keep working on what you're working on, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. So don't get discouraged that this new path towards this Two of Cups may be a little bit of work. You're going to meet mentors along the way. You're going to be a mentor along the way. And ultimately, this new Two of Cups connection is going to lead to a wonderful family that you can become a mentor. You can pass down your teachings, you can pass down your wisdom, you can maybe even train somebody to do the family job, you train somebody to do skills. This feels like, plain and simple, leave behind the toxicity, go on the chariot, no looking back. You've got a Two of Cups in the future, which is going to give you an opportunity to pass down your expertise to a younger person, okay? And be the wise one. Grow within your current situation. Owl energy here, if that means anything to anyone. So that's what I have for you guys. Later coming up, I've got the moon placement, the Leo placements, because the moon is going into Leo. So I'm just going to combine the two and do all the Leo placements together. And then I do have a bonus read coming up with a new spread called the Hidden Truth spread, where we split the deck and find what's being hidden and what the truth is behind it. Okay, so until I see you again in the next couple readings. Okay, thanks. Bye.